Here we are in this moment in history. It is a significant time, and our future lies before us. All that has come before us has been preparing us for this time. There's another word, another concept that we leave you with, the concept of kuleana.
Kuleana means sacred responsibility. When I talk with youth, I ask them, what's the Hawaiian word for rights? And everybody's like, what's the Hawaiian word for responsibility? Oh, kuleana. It comes quickly. And the idea is that that's because in traditional society, you didn't emphasize what your rights were. You emphasized what your responsibilities were. Your rights came directly from you fulfilling your responsibilities. If you didn't have a responsibility in something, you had no right to it. If you didn't go off and help create the po'owai where the water can clean the awai system, traditionally your family couldn't get water. The idea of sacred responsibility is fundamental to this.
If we want to live in paradise, we want our grandchildren to live in paradise, and we want to maintain the quality of life we call Hawaii, regardless of our ethnicities, cultures, background, and where we come from. We each have kuleana, and that's to live that daily. In the choices we make, in the products we purchase, in the way we discard of the waste, who we choose to spend time with, who we choose to waste time with. These are all extensions of kuleana, practicing these principles of malama aina, caring for one's place.
A lot of times people say, oh, we should teach the next generation. They'll know what to do. They can save the earth. Well, they probably can, but should they? That's my question. How come we're leaving it to them to save? It's not their responsibility. We're supposed to leave them abundance.
The truth is that if we live out the principles that we've discussed and listen to each other, we'll be able to solve our problems. If all we care about is our own agendas and point fingers at others, nothing will change.
What will our legacy be as a place and a people? Aunty Malia Craver is one of our most respected kupuna who has taught and lived out the practice of ho'oponopono, or to make right, for decades. She has one critical piece of advice that has formed the cornerstone of her life.
Take in knowledge to the fullest and leave a legacy. The legacy I'm talking about is between you and God. You make the choice as to what legacy you want to leave. But first you have to take in knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, then you have no legacy to leave.
This is a sacred place, Hawaii. This is not ours. It is given to us to care for. It took millions of years to create these islands, and each moment we live, we affect the now and the future. Each moment, we change history. It's time that we chart a course for the future, and everyone is important. Each of us has the responsibility to this place and each other.
We should really start to talk about that. Talk out loud. Talk with each other. Talk with our family. Talk with our friends. Talk with our politicians. Talk in our businesses. Talk in our churches. And so this is the moment. We all ought to say, okay, everything that's gone before in each of our lives in this whole place was all designed to get us here. So let's take the moment. Let's grab it. Let's seize the day, and let's make it right.
Anybody who can hear this message, anybody can hear this, is part of the story. And all the different struggles and all the different peoples over time are all within this great big story. And it's up to us to write the next chapter. It's going to take everybody.
We're seeing an uprising of grassroots efforts and a movement that I think is unprecedented. Now more than ever, it's important for every individual in the state of Hawaii to take their place, to accept their responsibility of kuleana, to help be part of the solution.
If not you, then who? If not now, then when? If not here, then where?
We are the summation of all that has come before us. This is our story. Will we live pono with aloha? What legacy will we leave for future generations? And will they be proud of us? Will we have fulfilled our kuleana?
The answers to these questions will determine our future. It is a sacred moment in a sacred place, and we have a sacred responsibility to take care of it. What are we going to do about it as we walk together into the destiny that we share?